Alright, what's up guys, Toasty here, Get Burnt. Today I'm going to be talking more about Dragon Ball Z games, and today I wanted to talk about a Dragon Ball Z game in 2015. So a lot of people have been talking about in the next V-Jump, there's going to be a announcement for a brand new Dragon Ball Z game, one that we haven't seen already. So it's not Super Extreme Budokai, it's not any other game. We would assume it's not Xenoverse 2, because Xenoverse 2 is way too quickly would be coming out if it was announced now. Because think about it like this, Xenoverse came out in February, it's May now, so I don't think that we're going to be all getting a Xenoverse 2 for at least another full year, and even then it's going to be like announced next year and then it'll release in the beginning of the year after that, so 2017. So that's what I think is for Xenoverse 2. For those of you who are already thinking that Xenoverse 2 is happening, I don't think it is, and I don't think it'll happen for quite a while. But as of right now in 2015, a lot of people are saying that in the next V-Jump there's going to be a new Dragon Ball Z game announced, and it's like a new main series Dragon Ball Z game that's going to be coming here and Japan at the same time and all that stuff, just like how it normally does, and not something like Extreme Budokai where it's only one country. So honestly, I personally think that we are gonna be getting a Dragon Ball Z game. It's really hard to say because really there is no Dragon Ball Z game hinting at all about anything. We really don't have anything to base our opinions on there being a new one off of, because, you know, the only thing we can really say is that there's been a DBZ game every single year, technically. But, I mean, really, are we going to really hope that there's going to be a new one? I mean, really, we have Xenoverse now, or at least Xenoverse is here for this year, and I guess a lot of people are saying that they got tired of it. A lot of people say they don't like it anymore, and I guess I can understand, but for me, obviously, I haven't gotten tired of it, but that's just me. So, I mean, a lot of people probably have gotten tired of it, and I guess that a lot of them want a new Dragon Ball Z game to get hyped for, and all that stuff, and hopefully, if they do announce a new Dragon Ball Z game, it isn't bad. Hopefully, they make a decent one, whoever they would have doing it, because, you know, remember, there are two usual companies that usually make Dragon Ball Z games. ArtDink is not one of them, so Battle of Z is completely out of the equation. Don't even hint at that, because if there was another Battle of Z, I'd be so sad. But no, ArtDink is not one of them. It is Spike and Dimps. And Spike, as of recently, have been making games that are not that good. So Zenkai Battle Royale, I know, because a lot of you are going to say, oh man, Spike made that, and that's apparently a good game in Japan. That game was made before Ultimate Tenkaichi, I believe. And Ultimate Tenkaichi was the first game that a lot of people were like, oh, I don't know, man. Actually, no, it was Raging Blast 2 that a lot of people actually had a problem with on the Spike side of things. A lot of people didn't like Raging Blast 2 for the fact, obviously, it didn't have a story, and, you know, it seemed to be missing a lot of content. It did have a lot of the moves and all of the fighting mechanics and all that stuff from Raging Blast 1, but a lot of people didn't even like it, really. A lot of people didn't like it. So I don't know, maybe people got tired of the same formula or something along those lines, but a lot of people didn't like Raging Blast 2. And Ultimate Tenkaichi was just universally hated among the Dragon Ball Z community. That was one of the biggest disappointments, only because it had Tenkaichi in the name, which made everyone think it was going to be like Budokai Tenkaichi, but it wasn't. It was like bad. So a lot of people were hoping that it was going to be great, but it wasn't. And then we had DBZ for Connect, which was just trash, just awful. So, you know, that was kind of where Spike had seemed to stop making games, or at least stop making DBZ games. And a while ago, I made a video talking about if we should trust Spike to make another Dragon Ball Z game. Should we let them do it? And if so, what could they make that would actually make everybody happy? Because, you know, it seems like them trying to recycle the same formula from Budokai Tenkaichi hasn't really worked out. Now, I know that a lot of you are going to say, oh, Raging Blast is not Budokai Tenkaichi's formula, Budokai Tenkaichi is bigger than that, or something along those lines. Well, it's a watered-down version of the Budokai Tenkaichi formula, pretty much. That seems a lot of what Raging Blast 2 was. Obviously, it did have different mechanics, like the Raging Soul mechanic, and a whole bunch of stuff like that, although it was a watered-down Budokai Tenkaichi. So, a lot of people are wondering, what are they going to make? We haven't really seen anything really else from Spike besides that sort of thing. We have seen Zenkai, which is a little bit different than anything Budokai Tenkaichi related. It looks a lot more like J-Stars. It seems like it feels a lot more like J-Stars as well. So, you know, maybe we can get something along those lines. You know, I really wouldn't be unhappy with getting not J-Stars. We already are getting J-Stars here. No, I'm saying that I really wouldn't be unhappy with getting Zenkai Battle Royale here. Although, my friend Rhymestyle, when he went to Namco Bandai back in, what was it? I forgot when he even went. Probably, I think it was at the end of January. He went there and he talked with all the people at Namco Bandai US, and they actually apparently didn't even know what Zenkai was, or at least they weren't very familiar with it. and apparently the Japanese version of Namco Bandai over the seas, they don't know what to do with the game. They don't really know what they're leading to with the game. Obviously, they're making characters for the game, but a lot of you are probably would not like it as much when it comes over here, only because even though it is a PvP mainly focused game, there is no story mode in Zenkai or anything like that. It is a game with less characters than, I believe, Xenoverse. I think that there's less characters. And even though it does have a nice roster, it has Pycon, Bills, Beerus, whatever. Bills or Beerus, whatever you like to call them. It has the new Goku, the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, and Golden Frieza. It has all the characters that you'd really, I guess, want. But even then, even when the game does deliver all of the stuff that you really want, some people are still not satisfied. Some people really want the entirety of the Dragon Ball Z character roster, everybody in Dragon Ball Z that you can think of in the game. And, you know, I don't really blame a lot of people for that because, you know, a lot of people want that. But, you know, personally, I think that if we got Zenkai, I think it would be pretty fun. And that's just what I think, although it wouldn't last long. At least that's what I think. I don't think it would last very long at all. I think that people probably get tired of Zenkai after like a month or two or whatever. But besides that, I know I kind of went off into a tangent with Zenkai Battle Royale, but, you know, that's a game that a lot of people are saying is the candidate for being the game of this year, since it technically is an arcade game in Japan. It's not a game that has gone to consoles, kind of like Dragon Ball Heroes has with the 3DS version of Dragon Ball Heroes. So I think personally that we aren't going to be getting Zenkai. That's what I think personally. Would I want Zenkai? I think it would be pretty cool to get Zenkai Battle Royale over here, but I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's going to happen. So that's just what I personally think. But tell me what you guys think about Zenkai Battle Royale in the comments down below, about it being a DBZ game that comes out this year. But as in terms of a whole, for all of the 2015 DBZ thing, a lot of people have been saying that there's going to be one this year because it's kind of tradition now to have a DBZ game every year. A lot of people are saying it's not going to happen. I'm really in between, man. I really have no idea really if there's going to be one or not. Since Xenoverse has come out, and you know, that is the most successful game in a long time in terms of both critical reviews and in sales, I think that that is the best indication that they are going to be making a second one. Even though a lot of people hate it when I say Xenoverse 2 because they're like, oh man, it just came out a few months ago. Yes, but you know, they're probably going to be already working on a second one because it did so well in terms of Dragon Ball Z games, or at least for the last few years, in terms of both critical, as I said before, critical and in sales. So I mean, really, why not make a continuation of it? If people like the formula, people will buy a second one. But I don't think that's going to be happening now. So I think that really the only thing that we can really expect from this year's like E3 and all that stuff is a completely brand new DBZ game that we have never even seen before, that we don't even know anything about, because Zenkai I think is out of the question. I don't think that we're going to be getting a remake of Budokai Tenkaichi, because I know a lot of people want that too, but I don't think we're going to be getting that. That's just what I think, though. I mean, who knows? What if it actually happens and a Budokai Tenkaichi remake gets announced and I look like an idiot? But, you know, it's just what I think. This is speculation. Before anything actually comes out in V-Jump, we'll have to wait and see. But tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you guys want a remake of Budokai Tenkaichi? I know a lot of you do. Do you guys want Zenkai Battle Royale? And if you don't know what you want from those options alone, what do you want from a DBZ game in general? Like, what do you want as a whole of a new DBZ game, a completely new one? So it's not going to be Extreme Budokai, it's not going to be that, it's not going to be Zenkai, and it's not going to be Xenoverse 2, it's not going to be any of the games that I have mentioned in this video, because I know a lot of you are probably going to be like, oh man, I want Xenoverse 2. Well, I think that it's better that we wait a little bit longer for Xenoverse 2. We have Xenoverse 1, so Xenoverse 2 could fix a lot of the big problems that we had with the game, and that'll make it much more worthwhile for everyone if it waits for quite a while. But in terms of everything else, I think that, honestly, we can get one this year, although I don't think it's going to be a title that is as ambitious or as extremely exciting as Xenoverse was, because Xenoverse itself was a breath of fresh air, at least in terms of Dragon Ball Z games. A lot of people were like, oh man, this looks so great, especially the fact that it was the first game of Dragon Ball Z games to actually go on the new consoles was something that a lot of people really loved. And also, in the comments down below, tell me also, if there is something that is announced at V-Jump, tell me what you guys think about it being exclusive to the new platform. So PC, Xbox One, and PS4 only. I know a lot of people have a lot of strong feelings on this topic, and especially because Naruto Storm 4 is actually coming out this year and is only exclusive to the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. I know a lot of people have really strong feelings about this. A lot of people don't want to upgrade. A lot of people do want the developers to make the jump, because that itself includes and makes a better game. So tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think about this. I would really like to see what you guys think. Also, I know I keep saying also, but if it does come out, tell me, do you want it on PC? Because I do. Because, you know, Xenoverse is the first Dragon Ball Z game on PC, and I think that we can do with a lot more of that. So, yeah, that's all for this video, guys. Tell me what you guys think about a 2015 Dragon Ball Z game. Tell me what you guys think about it appearing in V-Jump, or do you think it'll appear maybe at E3? I'd really like to see what you guys think about this, and yep, that's all I gotta say for today, guys. I'll see you guys later. More Dragon Ball Z content, and if there is a new Dragon Ball Z game announced at any point, I will be sure to cover it on this channel. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. And yes, that is all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say for today. And yeah, peace out.